Hey guys, today we got a 2023 Tesla Model 3 and we're going to remove the front and rear door panels. Pretty simple. You're going to have to take off this little reflector right here. You can either take a little flathead screwdriver, real thin screwdriver, and then I believe you can either do top or the bottom. I don't think it really matters. On the other side, I actually started from the bottom, but I think you can actually take it off also from the top. Just kind of try to pry it. Be careful with the material here, and then there's a T30 here, and then there's a T30 here and under here. This tweeter, we're gonna pull this up to pop it off because it's actually hooked onto here, and then you're just gonna pull the panels. Now I'm not gonna take off any of the wiring because the wiring is very intricate in here. It's not like there's just one harness. The harness runs all through here, so if you need to get to that kind of stuff, you could follow those and just kind of pull those cables and unplug them. And then you can also take off the door handle. I'm not going to remove that either, but I'll show you where it's at. I'll just bring you in real quick. I'm in the middle of a job, so I'm trying to get a little bit of content for you guys. So I'm going to bring you in and let's get started. So what we're going to want to do is get a really thin blade screwdriver. And like I said, you can either go from here or from here. I think on the other side, I came from the bottom and just kind of pried it like that. It comes right out. So if you look at the other side, you should be able to go from either side there. And then there's a T30 right inside of there. Next, we're going to come under here, under the door. And there's a T30 right under there. As you move your way up on the door, there's another T30 right under the handle there, okay? There's one there. And they're all the same size. So the next step is going to be to pull up on this tweeter here. The easiest way I found is kind of as you're pulling it up, try to get like a plastic tool under here and try to pull it up like that. You just want to unhook it from right here. And if you wanted to unplug the speaker, you're going to have to kind of wiggle that out. I'm not unplugging it, but if you have to, that's what you got to do. Now, this next step is going to seem a little bit scary. But it's really hard to get in here with a tool because the way this panel is designed, it's not a thick panel, it's a real thin panel. So the easiest way to do it is to actually try to grab the panel and pull and try to brace yourself on the car and try to pull kind of really hard. There it is. You can probably grab it from down here and then just kind of work your way up. And then the last step would be to lift it up over the lip here. Now, you go ahead and you can lift it, like I mentioned, and you can just take it off like that. Now, I'm working in here to tint the window, so I have to remove this rubber piece here, and you have to unclip it from here, here, and all the way over here on the side. And then this one will just slide up, and then that piece will come out. Reverse order. It has little clips right here that will clip right back in there. And I'm going to bring it around just to show you over here what's going on. So when you pull the panel out, this is what you're going to have. Obviously, you have your speaker there, your regulator and all that good stuff. But the wiring here. So let's go ahead and lift up this little material here. So you can see. So this cable coming in here, that's that latch cable. So if you needed to take this out, you pull this away from you and then just take it out of the little socket there. But the wiring is a little bit intricate in here because it's not like a one harness setup. The wiring comes in here, it goes to like a clip here, and then it comes over here to like another clip here, which you'd have to pull it out of here if you're trying to get this whole panel out of the way. Goes to another clip here. Have to unplug that harness there. Then you come all the way up here. This must have came off of here. And then it goes to where the tweeter is if you wanted to unplug that. So you would have to unclip all that and pull all those cables off and then unplug that harness as well in order to, and then there's one more harness, I'm sorry, down here for the light if you wanted to take the panel completely off. I would suggest if you don't have to take the panel completely off, maybe just take off the cable, and then you have enough slack here to maybe stand up put a towel on the floor and then stand up the panel if you don't have to take it off, because then you got to put all that back on. But if you have to take it off, that's what you got to do. And that pretty much does it for the front door. And then putting it back together, obviously we're going to put that seal back in, and then we're going to snap everything back into place. Okay, so the back door is a little bit easier. The channel's a little bit harder because you have to take off both sides once you get the panel if you're working on the tent. But there's a bolt here and a bolt under here, there and there, that are both T30s. So as we come under here, there's a bolt right under here. There's one there. As you come up here to the handle, there's another bolt up here. Right inside of there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull the panel. You want to grab on right here or down here, wherever you can get grab. It's pretty hard. There it is. It should just pop off, and then you go up, and then that comes out. Now, so when you take off the panel, this is what you'll see. Lift up this material, and then you've got basically that's unusual. I guess this has an electronic door open. I didn't pull this off, so it doesn't come off of. That had to have come off of something. Okay, we'll take a look at the other side. We'll be a little bit careful there. But the harnesses come in here. You have one that goes down to the light, and then one comes to the speaker, and then it goes to a clip right here. And then you'd have to unplug these 3 harnesses in order to get the whole panel out. Now what I'm doing here is I'm actually pulling this seal here, so I have to unclip it from here. And then there should be some more clips on the front side of this over here, like that. And then over here, same thing, unclip it here, and then it should go all the way back here. And then this seal will pull up. At the back side, it has the clips on that side. It has the clips on that side. So I checked that cable that we were looking at down here, the one that I thought was that is actually for the handle. On the back doors, it's electronic, so that doesn't hook up to anything. It just sits there with a piece of. Let me show you again. Panel back on. This piece right down here, hopefully you can see it. Right down here, this doesn't hook up into anything. It has like a piece of foam tape on it, which is weird. I've never seen that before. So this electronic button on here, I guess it unlatches because when you hit it, you can hear it. So it releases the door. So I guess it pops it open when it's closed. So that pretty much does it, guys. Obviously reverse order. Put this back on. Make sure all these little 3 clips clip back in on both sides and that they're tucked under here like they're supposed to be. And then you put your Torx back on there once you snap the panel back in. Hey guys, I wanted to show you one last thing here. So when you do pull these off, make sure that this part right here hooks behind this rubber piece. It's got to like go back. You got to get behind it because it actually has a clip right here, and it's got to grab over here. If it doesn't grab, then it's not on there right. So you got to hook it around. Got to get it in there. Sometimes this comes out. Just go like put it back in there. Got to hook it down, and then this thing here has to go on there. So when you go to put it on, you got to make sure that you're going far enough down where that clip's going in. And then that little rubber piece goes back on there. This has got to go right in here. Step in there, make sure that's all the way down. And then this one's down here. This side's a little bit easier. You still have to hook it around that rubber piece that's right here. Kind of pull it around, and it makes it easier to clip it on there. That pretty much does it. And then you can go ahead and then put your panel back on. So when you hook it down, sorry guys, I'm trying to do this one hand. Very difficult. When you hook it down, you want to make sure that your clips are lining up. So you see that clip there has got to line up to there. So sometimes you have to slide the panel left and right a little bit, even though it hooks on top. And then you go ahead and snap it into place. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But anyways, thanks for watching.